Hey you guys, Namaste. This is me and this is another pick a card reading. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being with me, subscribing to my channel and everything. Also, I would like to thank you for all the kind feedback and also the personal readings which I'm able to do for you guys. So I really appreciate that. And this is my way of returning something to you. Okay, so feel free to make your choice. We have 3 piles to choose from tonight. This is number 1, number 2, and number 3. Feel free to press the pause button if you need a little longer. Otherwise, I will start right away. Is there anything else I wanted to say? So this is a spiritual message for you. I just want to do something open, like something where we will have a look into the love department as well. But first and foremost, this is supposed to be an uplifting message. Still, we have to respect if Spirit is deciding to choose, if Spirit is deciding to have a look into the shadow aspects of things as well. So in other words, what I'm trying to say here is, if we do have some so-called negative cards coming up, always have in mind that universe has your back and that they always want what's best for you. Okay, so if we do have some so-called negative cards, let's not try to read them in a different way, just to have something positive at the end of the day. But just let's be open, like for whatever it is that Spirit would like to share with you tonight. So you know where you're at and you know which way to go, probably. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you. Maybe that was a little bit weird explanation, but I just want to say that my readings, they always have light and shadows, okay? I think it's because this is how life goes, right? But anyways, let's get started. So if you have chosen pile number 1, which is this little greenish elephant here, excuse the lightning, but it's already very dark outside. So I'm working with artificial light. So if you have chosen this greenish elephant, let's see what Spirit wants to say to you. Okay, this is right off the bat a message about patience. Okay, you have to be patient. So whatever it is that's your topic, your issue, whatever it is that you are thinking about today with this reading, Spirit is asking you for your patience. Things are happening in the background that you may not be aware of, okay? So the patient card says that sometimes things do not happen overnight. Sometimes we have to wait a little bit until we reach our target, okay? But it doesn't mean that nothing is happening at all. It doesn't mean that you won't reach your target at the end of the day. Yes, you will. And yes, things are happening in your favor. It's just that you can't see them. So please, pile number 1, don't lose your patience, okay? Don't lose your faith. Trust that at the end of the day, everything that's meant for you will come to you sooner or later. You know what I mean? It's really like we have to understand that what's meant to be will be. And sometimes we do circle, like in our heads, we do circle around our own little microcosmos, if you know what I mean. Like we are the center and we want things and we have expectations and all these stuff, but sometimes we have to be a little bit more humble. I will just give you a very quick example from myself, okay? You know that I'm a flight attendant. This is my main job, is being a flight attendant, just a regular flight attendant, okay? I work for a very big company in Germany named Lufthansa. I think you know it. Very popular as well. And the next week I was supposed to fly to China, and you probably have heard that due to this coronavirus, they canceled all the flights to China. And yesterday, when I've gotten I've gotten the information about the cancellation of my flight, And immediately, you know, like I was, okay, where am I flying to then? You know, like instead of China, where am I flying to? Am I flying to LA? Will I be flying to San Francisco? What will be the change? What will be, you know, the next destination for me? And then like 2 minutes afterwards, I was like, oh my goodness. I mean, how selfish is that? Okay. This is not about me, and this is not about my personal duty plan. I mean, this is about a severe illness, you know, a severe disease that goes around the world actually. And I am not the only flight attendant that Lufthansa has to take care for right now. You know what I mean? I mean, I do have más o menos, you know, like plus minus 20,000 colleagues. Yes, unbelievable, but true. It's a very big company. I have 20,000 other colleagues, and Lufthansa has to take care for all of them. Okay, so it's not only about me and myself and what I want. Okay, and yes, I know not every one of you is a flight attendant, and I know that it's not about a disease in your case. Maybe this is about love, or it's about the right job that you are waiting for like forever already or whatnot. But I think that the quintessence of this little story stays the same. Sometimes we simply have to be patient, okay? Because very often it's not only about us. Other people are involved. And sometimes certain things have to happen before we can get what we want, you know, especially if other people are involved. So stay patient. Don't lose your faith. Don't you lose your trust, you know, like believe in miracles, believe that you can have what you want. I see that you are a hard worker. You've worked for what you want, okay? You did your trainings, you know, like you did the work, maybe meditation, yoga, whatever, therapy. I don't know what this is all about. Maybe it's about love. Maybe you worked on yourself. You dealt with your childhood issues and stuff like that. So just know that Spirit wants to know you today, that they have not forgotten about you, okay? They know that you are next in line, but still a little bit more patience is needed. And for some of you also with the Queen of Swords, could be that either you are the Queen of Swords in this spread here, probably an air sign, since swords do represent the element of air. But for others of you also, this could be the advice or the reminder that you have to make a decision. Okay, before you can get what you want, you have to make a clear, straightforward decision. And I don't know where this is coming from, but maybe you know, so just take it, okay? Take it if it resonates. If not, skip this part. Make a decision. Choose. Be straightforward. Say what you want. Don't you be afraid. Don't you be too shy or too timid when it comes to the things that you want, you know, like your goals, your visions, your dreams. Be decisive and stand up for what you want, okay? Be very clear here and honest. This is also what they want you to know. When it comes to the love department, let's see what we've got. Let go of your ex. Great card to get in a reading, right? Let go. Let go of control issues, okay? And religious factors, okay. So pile number one, this is almost jumping out of the cards. If you have someone in mind who is already taken, who's not available, you know, like if you have someone in mind with whom you have this typical on and off twin flame thing going on, you know, like maybe already for years. Sometimes they treat you like an angel, then they treat you like shit. You know what I mean? On, off, in, out, yes, no, maybe. Let them go. I know this is probably a tough pill for you to swallow, but this is what they want you to know. And could also be that they want you to make this choice. They want you to really cut the cords, you know, like with this massive sword here. Cut the cords, free yourself, choose to be free, choose to no longer be the victim and to no longer suffer, right? And no longer wait and stuff. Let them go. Let them go. And you know what? Once again, if they are really your soulmate, they will come back to you anyways, right? Think about it. I mean, if this person that you have in mind, if you have someone in mind, is really, really, really your true and real soulmate, and if you guys are really, really meant to be together until death does part you, right? Then they will come back to you anyways, even if you let them go right now, which is clearly what Spirit wants you to know. I mean, it couldn't be any clearer, right? We have the religious factors card, which speaks about marriage, obligations, you know, strings attached, third-party situations, very, very often, especially in my readings. When I do get this card, 99%, we are talking about a three-party situation. Let go of control issues, let go of your ex. I mean, again, it couldn't be any clearer, right? The one that you are supposed to be with when it comes to love is there for you, somewhere out there in this beautiful, beautiful, big, big, big world. There is someone waiting for you. And believe me, it's worth waiting for this person. Be a little bit more patient, okay? And don't you sell yourself below price. Don't you be the victim. Don't you suffer. Don't you surround yourself with people who don't see your true value, right? Surround yourself with people who respect you and who treat you accordingly, okay? Surround yourself and be with people who appreciate you, right? Who want to be with you and who do let you know that they want to be with you. And if your person doesn't want to be with you, or at least they are not treating you in the right way, it's time for you now to let go, pile number one. As sad as it may is and as hard as it may is to accept, and I know it is, you don't want to get this kind of message when you do a pick a card readings, right? But this is so clear. I mean, I can't give you another message here, even if I wanted, right? And this is what I said in the beginning. Sometimes we have to deal with the light and the shadow as well, right? Even if this is supposed to be an uplifting message. But at the end of the day, I mean, it is an uplifting message because Spirit is letting you know, hey, you know what? There is something better for you. There's a better choice. There's another person waiting for you, another option, a places, situation, you know? So let the old thing go, release it, so new things can appear. Let's move on to pile number 2. If you have chosen the keys, what does Spirit wants to share with you tonight? We have the Peace card, 8 of Wands, wow, and 4 of Wands, a lot of fire. A lot of fire, motivation, inspiration, engagement, lust for life, party, joyful encounters, you know, rituals. It's speaking about all the good stuff, and this will bring a lot of peace into your life, finally. Things will happen within the next 8 hours, days, or week, okay? You can write it down if you want to. Within the next 8 hours, weeks, or days, some beautiful things will happen that will bring peace into your life and happiness, laughter, joy. Okay, 4 of Wands is definitely speaking about, people who are celebrating life, right? It's simply as that. And this is what I do see for you. Invitations, community, reunion, reconciliation, again, peace, you know. If there was a fight, if you are waiting for a message, the message is coming. Definitely the message is coming. The call, the text mail, whatever, you know, the email, the invitation, the job offer, it's coming. It's coming, it's there for you. It is already on its way. 8 of Wands is one of the very few timing cards in the Tarot. Out of all the 78 cards that we do have in Tarot, this is one of the very few timing cards. And it's speaking about that action is in progress already, okay? It already happened. So yeah, be prepared that every minute you can receive it, whatever it is, okay? Whether this is, a job offer or a love declaration, you know, an invitation to a wedding maybe of a very dear friend, or maybe for some of you it's a proposal that you are waiting for, or someone is coming saying I'm sorry, you know, like in combination and correlation. If we see all the three cards together with the peace aspect, I do see that peace is on its way. So if you feel a little bit excited right now, or a little bit, you know, unstable and not at peace, actually, currently, I can tell you that peace is on its way already again, okay? You will calm down, you will relax, you will get back on your horse, so to say. When it comes to the love department, we do have the wedding card. Wasn't I just speaking about invitations? That is so hilarious again. And then, well, this is funny. We have the unrequited love card coming up together with the romantic feelings card. So this is two very opposite energies, right? Maybe it makes sense to you right away. I don't know. Maybe you have been dealing with unrequited love in the past. Every now and then, you know, like you fell in love with someone, but this person wasn't available, or they did, yeah, I don't know. Maybe you wanted something long-term, but they only wanted something, you know, like an affair or a fling or a friendship instead of love. But I'm telling you that I feel like love is on its way here for some of you, pile number 2. Maybe not for everyone. Maybe it's really like more the wedding of someone else that you are friends with, which is also a beautiful thing, right? To attend. And I mean, to get the invitation and to be with these people at this very special day. And you never know what happens for you. I mean, you go to this wedding, you dress yourself up, you are in a good mood, you will eat, you will drink, you will dance. You never know who you will meet, you know, during this night. I mean, be open. Everything can happen. But even if not, I mean, at least you will have a beautiful day, right? To remember. But for some of you, this can be, this can be talking about you will meet someone where you will develop romantic feelings, okay? And you can finally step out this unrequited love thing. Let's pull a clarification here. Just because these two cards are very opposite, you know, unrequited love and romance. Is there anything else that, yeah, engagement, wow. So I'm pretty sure that it's either you will get the invitation for a wedding, or you will really, really, really meet someone special that you will fall in love with. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, it's February when I'm recording this message. It's a timeless reading, so it could be that you will find this message in August or maybe in December, you know, like in a year from now. But who knows? I mean, spring is on its way, actually, the moment that I do record this message. And I know that a lot of you guys will find it right away, you know, like a day or maybe a week later. So I feel like you will have a very, very beautiful spring. A very beautiful spring, a lot of energy, a lot of laughter and joyful moments. This is something that I can almost promise you, pile number 2. If you have chosen this pile, I do see beautiful community vibes for you, okay? Whether this will bring up a new love or not, always remember that love, yes, it is something beautiful, and at the end of the day, we are all looking for love. I mean, there's no doubt about that, okay? We don't have to discuss this, but still, love is not everything. I mean, I will use a very extreme example, trigger warning, okay? I don't mean it in a bad way, but let's just say you are in love, you know, but then at the same time, you do suffer from a very bad disease. I mean, you know, I know this is a very mean example. I don't want to freak you out, guys. I'm not saying that you will suffer from a disease, okay? I hope you don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying that I just wanted to say that love is not everything. I mean, there are other things in life that should be important, like friendship, compassion, the finances, you know, like your financial situation. You are supposed to be abundant. You are supposed to be, you know, able to take care for yourself in a good way. you know, like the society that you are dealing with, your life purpose, your spiritual growth and everything. This is also important, you know. It's not always only about love, love, and love. I know love is something beautiful and love is the highest energy and we are all looking for love once again. But always have in mind that even if you are single for a while, this is not a bad thing, right? This is not a punishment. This is not the spirit trying to punish you because you did something wrong or you are a bad person, you know. No, this can be a very abundant time in your life. Still, you know, even if you are single, even if you don't have kids, babies, or a family that you have to take care for, you can have an abundant life. Always have that in mind, okay? So I could talk about that forever, literally, but I think I'll leave it here. I hope everything made sense to you. I hope you did not get the example in a bad way. I didn't want it to freak you out once again. I just wanted to make this point, okay? And I think I did. Probably in a little bit extreme way, but I mean, you know me. I'm very straightforward and very blunt. And sometimes, you know, like I use these extreme examples to make sure that people do really, really understand me, okay? Yeah, I think this is pretty much it for you, pile number 2. I don't think that I have something else to say for you. So reconciliation, peace, happiness, joyful moments, fire, energy, and probably even a new love, a flirt, you know, an affair, something like that is here for you. So let's move on to the final pile, which is pile number 3. So pile number 3, people, what does Spirit wants to share with you tonight? What do they have to let you know? Knight of Swords, 8 of Wands, and the Happy Home card. Let me get a clarification. I haven't done that for any of the other piles, but somehow I feel I wanted to pull out a clarification card for you guys. Don't ask me why. I feel, just one moment, some cards flew down on the floor. Okay. I have the feeling that you had a fight. In the past, you had to fight for something. I don't know what that was. Maybe that was a job situation. People treated you in a bad way, or something happened that was unfair to you, mobbing, gossiping, you know, things like that. I feel like you have been through something along those lines. Okay, something that had to do with defending and fighting and arguing. Knight of Swords is definitely a very cold energy, you know, speaking about fighting, defending yourself. And the good news is that I do see you being the winner. So if you don't give up, you know, if you express yourself clearly and if you stay active, Spirit wants you to know that you will be high up on your horse again, okay? Say 6 of Wands is the success card, the winner card. It speaks about victory. And you can see it alone from the picture. If you have a look here, you know, like this man high up on his horse, you know, like the horse looks beautiful, it's dressed up, and he's wearing this red robe. You know, red is a very significant color here that speaks about being respected, you know, being successful, you know. And yeah, I mean, there has been, I don't know, maybe a polo game or something like that going on, and this is the winner. So you will be the winner. You will be the winner. So even if you have been through tough times, even if you had to deal with bad things like gossiping and people talking about you behind your back, or probably even things like mobbing and stuff like that, could be something completely different, by the way, okay? Could be that you have been dealing with bad times, not in terms of mobbing or so, but just like, you know, being unemployed. You probably haven't been able to find the right job, or maybe you have been through a period of time without any good friends. Yeah, things like that do happen. Maybe you moved, Yeah, you move to another city, maybe to another country, and there you go, you know, like completely lonely, not knowing a single person. And you probably had to move because of your job situation or stuff like that, you know, and now you have to start all over again. And I've been there too. I've been there too, definitely. I've lived abroad for quite a long time, like 8 years. I lived in Spain. And when I came back to Germany, I didn't know a person here in Frankfurt because originally I was not born in Frankfurt. I'm coming from a completely different town, like 500 miles away from Frankfurt. So when I moved to Frankfurt, I was completely all by myself. I didn't know a person, not a single person. Can you imagine that? And these things, I mean, they happen to a lot of people out there. Once again, it's not always only about love, right? It's not always about how do they feel for me, or how do they see me, or will they contact me. Sometimes we have to deal with completely different situations, right? And I don't know where you're at, pile number 3, but I'm telling you that everything will be okay, okay? This is the card of perfect timing. Everything will be okay. And Spirit is also letting you know that it's very unlikely that your tough situation, you know, like this Knight of Swords situation, is going to last forever, okay? This is very unlikely. So even if you are right now dealing with a Tower moment or things like that, the sun will shine again, okay? Remember that it's always darkest before noon. When it comes to the love department, yeah, wow. These are beautiful cards, pile number 3. Wow, I'm telling you, it's very unlikely that you are going to stay unhappy forever. Very, very unlikely. Why? Because I have only good cards here for you. When it comes to love, we have this could be the one, the right chemistry, and passion. I mean, hello? Wow, I mean, I'm speechless. Okay, so once again, remember, it's always darkest before noon. Whatever you have been through, maybe love sickness in a very severe way, depression, whatever, right? You will find love. You will find love. It could be that you already know this person. Yeah, the person that could be the one, right? So have your eyes open. The chemistry will be right. There will be, some kind of magnetism going on between you, you know, like this electricity that you feel when someone touches you, when someone looks at you, when someone smiles at you, you know, like your heart sinks, it starts to beat very fast, and you have butterflies in your stomach. I do see that happening for you, pile number 3. I do see the passion, right? I mean, look at this. Wow. These people, they are all into themselves. They've forgotten about everything else, everything around them. You know, it's like the world stops turning, so to say, for a moment. And this is what I do see coming for you. So I feel like you have been through some bad times. Yes, no doubt about that. Let's not discuss about these things. Okay, and even if you feel like you are still right in the middle of the storm, okay, it is how it is. You stay clear, stay strong, pile number 3, because beautiful, beautiful things are there waiting for you, okay? They are waiting for you. You can meet the one where the chemistry is right and where you can have the passion. And yeah, this is what I have for you. It's all coming in divine timing. Remember, it's all coming in divine timing. Sometimes we lose hope and we lose faith because we feel like nothing is happening, right? We feel like, hey, come on, I'm waiting here forever. Have you forgotten about me? Hello, universe, I'm talking to you. You know what I mean? But I can tell you that no, they have not forgotten about you. Sometimes before you can get what you want, other things have to happen, especially if other people are involved, right? And especially when it's not only about what you want, we have to be a little bit patient, and we have sometimes to wait a little bit until we can get what we want. But at the end of the day, it is all happening in divine timing, okay? And it will happen. This is your anchor. Always have in mind that it will happen. It's there for you. It's waiting for you, and it will happen in perfect timing. Wow, these are some very, very good cards to get. Okay, so yeah, I hope you like this kind of reading, you guys. This is it. Thank you. Namaste. See you with the next reading.